eHarmony or OkCupid? Which is better? Hey, welcome to Online for Love, your resource for online dating by the numbers. Today we're going to be talking about eHarmony versus OkCupid and which one is actually better. These are two Goliaths of the dating website and app scene, and a lot of people have trouble deciding between the two since they're both so popular and they both have a lot of good results and a really good reputation. So to make your life easier if you're deciding between these two giants, we've actually compiled a list of the pros and cons, the details of both websites, and we're going to get into the nitty-gritty of what makes these websites both good and bad and which one might be better or worse for you. Before I dive right into it though, the best thing you can do for yourself is actually to take a free online dating app quiz, which is what we have here at Online for Love. You can just click the link in the description. It'll bring you right to our quiz. And the reason why you really want to take this is because you're deciding between eHarmony and OkCupid, right? How do you know that those are even the right sites that you should be deciding between? So go take the quiz and it'll pair you with your specific perfect online dating app or quiz. I'm really curious to see what you got and if your results are actually eHarmony or OkCupid. Come back, comment below what you got. I really want to know, and then see how it compares to this video. If you decide to give your perfect online dating app quiz that you got as your result a try, or if you want to check out eHarmony or OkCupid actually while watching this video so you can scroll and see how it compares to what we're saying and what you like better, go ahead and do that. And if you want to, we actually have a whole discount page. You can click the link that's popping up above me or in the description, and we have tons of discounts for eHarmony, for OkCupid, for all sorts of dating websites. So definitely check out that discount page before you download any app. So I've broken down this video into 5 different categories to make everything much easier to consume. So we're going to be talking about the ease of use of these two sites, their user demographics, their prices, their features, and our personal winner. So let's get started with the ease of use for both of these websites. So the great thing here is that both of these websites are super smooth and easy to use. So eHarmony has been doing this for a very long time, and they've got a really intuitive and easy, well set up format for them. And OkCupid is the same. If you are new to online dating or if you've been here for a long time, it's not hard to figure out how to use these sites. The features that they have are very clearly marked and it's easy to navigate. Though these sites both have really awesome ease of use, eHarmony does have a slight edge over OkCupid just because it frankly looks better. It's nice and slick, it's easy to use, and it looks professional. You can tell they've put in tons of work. They've put in the money to make it beautiful and intuitive and very simple. OkCupid is also simple, and you can tell there's work and everything like that put in as well, but it just it doesn't necessarily keep up with the trends of how online dating apps and websites are going. So it looks almost slightly dated, and it could use maybe a few updates, although again, they're both really great, to be honest, with their ease of use. They're very simple to use. Both websites have a lot of unique features that you can only find on them. OkCupid, something that it has, maybe that eHarmony doesn't so much, is that OkCupid actually has a huge range of sexualities and relationship types, including like polyamory even, or transgender people. eHarmony has a wide range as well, but it's not as wide, but they have their own unique features as well. So, you know, when it comes to this, it sort of depends on what exactly you're looking for. For some people, OkCupid has just so many options because OkCupid, on that website, you can answer like pretty much an unlimited amount of questions about yourself. And for a lot of people, there's just too much mud to wade through to get to the meat of a profile. And eHarmony is a lot more simple in its setup, where it makes it very quick and easy to read about somebody and the most important parts of them with all the fluff cut out. So it really depends on what you value more, because OkCupid, all the details might be better for you, especially if you're in a sexuality or type of relationship that eHarmony doesn't offer. But if you want something maybe more simple, more slick looking, and maybe a little bit easier to navigate, eHarmony is better for you. So before we move on to the second part of this breakdown of OkCupid versus eHarmony, if you're enjoying this video so far, please give it a like and subscribe. I'd really appreciate that. So let's move on and talk about the user demographics of both of these sites. So OkCupid receives approximately 100 million visitors per month, while eHarmony receives approximately 5 million. Both dating sites are basically split down the middle when it comes to gender distribution, although OkCupid leans slightly more towards more males on the site and eHarmony has slightly more females, but they're both pretty much even. In general, OkCupid has a much younger crowd, where eHarmony has more users between 35 and 50 years old. I think this also might have something to do with the marketing for OkCupid and eHarmony. eHarmony is definitely marketed as the long-term dating website, the website where you go to when you're seriously looking to settle down. And usually people who who are looking for that, not usually, but a lot of people who are looking for that tend to be skewed slightly older. And OkCupid is marketed more as sort of a Tinder alternative, even though it is more than that. It's more of a dating app than Tinder. But it does definitely attract younger people, especially when it comes to all of the questions you can answer about yourself and how in-depth it gets on their profiles. I think it really attracts a slightly younger crowd, and it all comes down to the marketing. But it's true that Cupid's slightly younger, eHarmony slightly older, but people of all ages are on both platforms. Both eHarmony and OkCupid have the majority of their users coming from the US, the UK, and Canada, although OkCupid actually does receive a lot of traffic from other countries besides those as well. So like I mentioned before, eHarmony definitely caters to primarily heterosexual couples in monogamous relationships who are looking for a long-term thing, marriage, something like that. Very tends to be more traditional, although of course they do allow like other types of relationships and things like that. It's mostly for that. And OkCupid, on the other hand, is very different. It allows, like I mentioned before, a wide range of sexualities, of relationship types. People on OkCupid are looking for anything from a quick hookup to friendship to long-term dating to polyamorous dating. All sorts of relationships and sexuality types are on there. I think that is one of OkCupid's menu draws, and I wish that a lot of other dating apps would hurry up and get on the scene, because I think personally that's where eHarmony lags behind a little bit. It's not progressing enough with the times to include people of all different sexualities, genders, relationship types. So that is where OkCupid definitely gets a win for me. A good thing about eHarmony is they're very upfront with their statistics, so let's go over a few of those if you're looking to sign up for them. Approximately 15 million matches happen on eHarmony on a daily basis. About 70% of users on eHarmony will meet their spouse within 1 year. eHarmony accounts for approximately 4% of marriages in the United States every year. Unfortunately, OkCupid doesn't offer such specific and plentiful statistics as eHarmony does, but according to Google Trends, they are both extremely popular. So let's move on now and talk about the costs of both of these sites. If you value having a free dating service, OkCupid will win out for you, because you don't have to pay anything to get the full extent of this app. So you can communicate to other users, you can make matches, you can see information in their profiles, you can answer questions about yourself, you can really immerse yourself in the app and get outstanding experience without having to pay. There is the option to pay for a premium experience in OkCupid. For example, you'd be able to not see ads anymore if you pay for that. But these are perks, and you don't necessarily have to have them to have a full user experience. So it's great for free. Now, of course, when comparing sites, everything is subjective. If you are looking for a long-term monogamous serious relationship, maybe you sort of get what you pay for, because with OkCupid, it's not taken as seriously as eHarmony is. So if you were looking for that long-term traditional thing, it might be worth investing in somewhere where you might have better results, as eHarmony does have a really fantastic success rate. Now, if you're not looking for that traditional type of thing, long-term or whatever, and you want maybe a hookup or a friendship or you don't know what, OkCupid could be a perfect place, especially because you don't have to pay and you can check it out. So eHarmony is a paid site. If you want to get the full user experience and to get a solid success rate out of it, you will have to pay for your experience with eHarmony. You'll have to pay for premium membership, but it can be super beyond worth it. eHarmony, as we mentioned before, has an extremely amazing success rate. They're accountable for 4% of the marriages in the US every year. So people on there are serious. And also, again, if you're paying for a site, you tend to be serious because you're investing your time and your money, and the people on eHarmony are serious about their relationships. But if you want to have a discount on any dating site, you always need to check out our discounts page. We always have tons of discounts on there, and there might be one for the site that you were looking for. So definitely feel free to click the link in the description, or maybe it's popping up now, but you don't want to miss out on any discounts, especially if you're going to use a dating site that is paid like eHarmony. Now let's move on and talk about the features of both of these sites. So eHarmony does have a impeccable matchmaking system algorithm already programmed into it that it's been building upon for years and years and years and years. So what this does is it matches you daily. It sends you matches daily that are the most compatible with you. eHarmony sort of takes the reins, and once you've signed up for your eHarmony profile and you filled out all the information it needs you to fill out, and you really dive deep and talk about yourself, the algorithm is really incredible for matching you with like-minded people who are looking for the same thing and who fit your personality type. Some additional features eHarmony offers are identity verification, so you can make sure the person you're talking to is a legit person. You can see who's viewed your profile, and they actually have a calling like machination, so you can call someone you're talking to. OkCupid also has a lot of features, and you do get more features if you choose to become one of their A-list members, but even free members get a ton of things for free. But if you choose to become an A-list member on OkCupid, you'll be able to get access to who has liked you, and you can get advanced search features to filter out people based on their such things like their body type, their attractiveness, and their personality. You'll also know when your messages are read, and you'll have no ads on the site. A-list also gives you a daily profile boost on the site, which definitely ups your chances of finding a match. OkCupid and eHarmony both value safety of their users, so they have a really good security system already embedded into their apps. Comparing the two websites directly, OkCupid is more for people who are looking to make their decisions themselves and take the reins in finding somebody, even if it means weeding through tons and tons and tons of people who are not fitting them. eHarmony, on the other hand, takes the reins for you, and they match with people who they already know that you are going to be compatible with, which can very much save you time. So now let's talk about which one we would choose here at Online for Love. So this is super subjective, of course, but if you are looking for a serious long-term relationship, then eHarmony is probably the better one for you because of all the reasons I've already mentioned in this video. If you are looking for a different type of relationship, then eHarmony might not be the best one for you, so then you would use OkCupid. So it really depends on what you're looking for. But again, if you want that long-term serious thing, the people on eHarmony are serious. They're looking for that long-term thing. They're ready for commitment. They're ready to settle down. And all the algorithms for eHarmony are set up to help you achieve that and to achieve it fairly quickly. That's why they have such an outstanding success rate. So not to knock OkCupid, that's a great site as well. And again, it just depends on what you're looking for. If you want to try out either of these two options or any dating app, make sure to check out our discounts page because you might well get a discount on either of them. Or if you're finding that eHarmony and OkCupid, neither of them are for you, then definitely go ahead and take our free online dating app quiz, which will pair you with your perfect dating app. It's always good to see what is the best one for you. Or do you think there's another dating app that trumps them both? Definitely let us know in the comments below. More videos from us, more suggestions, more comparisons, more guides, etc. Check out the videos that are popping up to my left and right. Thank you so much for watching our video. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did like it, leave us a like and subscribe if you loved it. And hopefully we'll see you here again at Online for Love. Thanks, bye!